What's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Morgis from Go Lackawanna. We're here on Set Your Goals van outside the Pop Punk's Not Dead tour at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia. How's the tour been going so far, guys?
It's been awesome. All the shows have been really fun. Every night's been a blast, hanging out with all the bands and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome bands. It's our first full tour with Man Overboard and the Wonder Years, and this time next year, actually, like a full U.S. tour. And it's really neat, especially seeing seeing those first three bands kind of like grow and do their thing. It's really cool. It's a home show tonight for a couple of the bands, so that's gonna be awesome. And yeah, solid shows. Yeah.
Now you guys have definitely kind of been there, right, at their level, kind of up and coming, and now you're definitely more established. So what have they like looked to you for advice or anything? And then what advice could you give them as younger bands?
I mean, we played one of the Wonder Years' first shows, which was one of our first shows in Lansdale, Pennsylvania, when we used to go through there, and so I think we kind of learned from each other more or less. Just they took a little bit more time to get in like the full-time group because they all went to school, which was really smart on their part. They all had that opportunity, so a lot of them went and finished out college and did that, and then started the band afterwards. So I think we kind of did like learn a little bit from each other when we started to tour, and I think that they keep us and Newfound Glory as well. I think they keep our bands kind of like younger at heart with their energy and things that they're doing, very reminiscent of what we were doing in our earlier days, and hopefully we're still doing now. So I think that's kind of a cool thing about the tour.
Yeah, cool. Now it is called the Pop Punk's Not Dead tour. You guys, pop punk band. Where do you feel that genre is going?
It's in a good place. There's a lot of young, newer pop punk bands sprouting up all over the place, and they're all doing fairly well. There's a lot of hype around the genre right now. You got Run for Cover Records and No Sleep, and us and Newfound Glory are on Epitaph. And
yeah.
It seems like every label has at least a few bands that are up and coming pop punkers.
Yeah. You guys know you also have the new album Burning at Both Ends. It just came out in the summer, right? You guys did. It was like almost a perfect Warped Tour album. It was just filled with like upbeat anthems, at least in my opinion. How has that been doing? It's been your most successful record so far, right? How do you feel about the success of it?
It's been awesome. We're stoked that we get to play a few more new songs on this tour that we hadn't played in the U.S. before. So we're excited about that, and future tours will keep adding them to the set list.
What about you? What is the set list shaping up to be, actually?
It's pretty even, actually. Our three releases, we have a pretty split amount. We're playing about 2 or 3 new songs a night from the new record, and maybe like 3 or 4 off of the other 2 albums as well. So we have like a 35-40 minute set, and people are latching on to the new album a lot quicker than they did our last CD, which is cool. People, I think, really got attached to This Will Be the Death of Us. It took a little bit more time. There's a lot going on the record. This is a little more like simplistic, maybe it's a little bit more like easier to like relate to right away, but people are definitely like picking up on it, which is cool. But the whole set seems to be going over pretty well, and people like the songs we're picking, so that's awesome.
Now you guys have 2 vocalists, right? 2 lead vocalists. It's definitely you and I. The only other one I could really think of off the top of my head is 4 Year Strong. They switch back and forth. Where did the idea come from when you guys started writing songs and when you guys first formed?
I don't know how we came up with the idea. Like,
it's kind of just to have the dynamic, to have the ability to have I don't know, like, I mean, originally, like, so I'd be playing guitar and we'd be writing songs, Matt and I and Mikey would be writing songs together, and I think just to, like, be able to, like, leave the guitar for, like, a live show and just focus on a vocal allowed for 2 lead vocalists to do a lot more, just adds to the group, maybe, like, more harmonies, or just more, like, crowd interaction, if anything, like, we're able to, like, occupy a lot more of the environment, the venue, the stage, the room, and just, I don't know, have like a better show for us, and then hopefully for the people at the show as well. So just kind of like naturally worked into that groove. Tons of bands though. I mean, tons of bands have always had 2 singers and done really good. Like we're on the East Coast, bands like Brand New, Take You Back Someday. Man Overboard has 2 singers. Wonder Years have a lot of second and third parts in their live set, and so it's pretty cool. Blink-182, obviously.
That's very true.
Very much.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't
you
really.
guys have 2 straight vocalists, then, right?
Yeah. We didn't really like plan it. It just sort of evolved, and after our first show, we realized it worked. So
yeah.
Definitely gives it a totally different dynamic on stage, like Jordan said.
Now, what do you guys do to kind of pass the time in between tours? Do you decorate your bus with Halloween decorations, or?
Yeah. I wish we had the whole thing up. We have these fan vents over here, so they were blowing the cobweb everywhere. But we had like cobwebs and spiders and some knives and glowing light sticks and things. But yeah, we kind of get into the spirit, I guess. Whatever. Halloween's always the best time of year to be on tour. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you guys are definitely road dogs. I mean, how many times you guys have done Warped Tour, which is kind of like the roughest tour to possibly do?
Yeah,
right?
this year was our 4th time doing that.
Wow, what's your guys' secret? Just staying on the road and being able to survive.
You find things here and there to like, sort of get you by. Making sure you get enough rest is really important because, otherwise you'll get sick. And on Warped Tour, it's really hard to get rest because it's really long days. And, you stay up all night partying, and then it's really hot out, and it's really dirty, so after about a week of that, your body just goes into shock mode, and you're like your body just thinks you're like in survival mode, like a caveman or something, so,
cherish your laundry.
You just get used to it, yeah, you just get sunburnt and tired and everything, and dehydrated, but yeah, I don't know. So especially with Warped, you gotta keep drinking water.
Right.
And stuff.
So how does something like that compare to a tour like this, where it's just like?
This is a walk in the park compared to that. Warped is the hardest tour you can do.
Okay. Same thoughts.
Yeah, definitely the hardest tour, most physically abrasive, and you have to endure quite a bit while you're out there. We did a tour in Europe. We did a 7.5 week tour with No Trigger from Boston, and that tour was. A little bit more extreme even than Warped Tour, because at least Warped Tour you can get, if you have like proper vehicle accommodations and stuff, you can still find rest. But you're working on these schedules. You're not on a schedule. Like you usually wake up around like 9 a.m. during the day if you're an artist. If you're like, if you're a merchandiser, that's to me, I think merchandising is the hardest job on Warped Tour. You have to be up about 7 a.m. and you don't get done until like 8 or 9 at night. And then, by the time you have like an hour to like chill out after that, like you just, kind of want to like hide in your bunk for a little bit.
Yeah, we'd all go play like wiffle ball or like go get food late at night or like, go to a casino or something, and we'd be like, Baloney, come with us, our merch guy, and he's like, no, I'm going to bed, it's 10 o'clock, I gotta get up real early, so yeah, it takes its toll.
Yeah. So what are your guys' plans now? You guys just gonna keep hitting the road until the next record comes out?
Yeah.
After this, we've got some holiday shows in December that we're putting together right now, and we want to do a headliner in the spring as well. So
nice.
But yeah, we're taking most of them. Definitely not Warped this summer. 2 years in a row is enough for us. But all our friends are doing it this summer, so I think we're definitely gonna be bummed to not be there.
Right.
It'll be a lot of fun this summer, I think. So.
Yeah. Well, it seems like it's like summer camp thing.
Yeah.
All right, well, set your goals. You can pick up the new album, Burning at Both Ends, or you can check them out on the Pop Punk's Not Dead tour right now with Newfound Glory. Thanks a lot, guys.
Sweet.
Thank you.